What up, everybody? This your boy Theo Pinson here. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss any Run Your Race content. What up, everybody? This your boy Theo Pinson here with another special episode of Run Your Race with my boy AJ Richardson, who is not here once again. He is getting fined once again. The fines are going up. Because this is getting ridiculous at this point. He's not here again, but he's handling business, so I can't really fault him for it. But people, we have a very, very special guest today. Literally a brother, a CP3 fam, all that from North Carolina. Man, listen, unbelievable guy. Vice president of the MBAPA. He speaks for us. Grant Williams, welcome to the pod, brother.
What's up, brother? It's good to be on.
Man, I just want to say I appreciate you coming on. It's an honor. It's really an honor because you just got to the bag. Oh, my God.
First off, I'm going to
Put the money signs. Drop them.
I'm going to your city, bro.
Hey, he just got to the bag. I'm a free agent right now, but he just got to the bag. Congratulations, brother.
I just wanted Monty Williams money, man.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we all try to get that. We all try to get that. Man, congratulations, first and foremost. We're going to address that early. You deserved it. You worked your ass off. Man, I remember seeing you play it. We're going to get into all that. I'm going to let you tell your story. As I go over every time we do this pod, this is Run Your Race. We talk about from the beginning, high school to college to the league, and how'd you get there? Because everybody has different ways of getting there. No one has the same path, and everybody has their different race. So, Grant, tell us about yourself. Where you from? How'd you start playing this game? Just tell us about yourself in the high school days.
Yeah, man. I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. Was born in Houston, Texas.
Shout out 704.
Shout out. So I was thankful because I never knew I was going to be good at basketball. I wasn't a kid growing up saying I wanted to play in the NBA. You know, my brother was the guy that was outside every 5 minutes, dribbling, getting better, and I was inside, and he would be like, come outside and shoot. I'd be like, why would I go outside and shoot when I could play 2K?
Yes.
So then, as time went on, I got started caring more and more. And it wasn't until I got to high school where I was like, maybe I can play this in college, I'm good enough to play in college. Who knows what happens after, Then after probably my first 2 years of college, I remember playing against, y'all's team in Wesleyan, Harry Giles, my dog, CP3 brethren. And I played against him, played against Bam Adebayo, and I was like, damn, so I'm competing with the best players. So
sure.
I know I can play in college now. I have offers, but maybe I can go further with this. I'm starting to fall in love with the game. I was always a nerdy kid, so I was always into everything, whether it was academics or I was in a musical my senior year. So I never really was basketball was the only thing. And then had the choice of going between Tennessee, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, or Richmond were my final 5 schools that I decided between. And Tennessee was only because of the fact that Coach Barnes.
We're gonna get there. I don't want you to jump. You jumping.
All right.
This is what I want to know. When did you first pick up the ball?
Ooh. So I first picked up the basketball when I was 10 years old. I was 10. My brother was probably 11 or 12, and we both were playing for CC First, if you ever heard of them, back in North Carolina. And next, first time that we go to play a tournament, remember they took my jersey because I wasn't good enough and gave it to another kid. So next thing you know, I was like, all right, cool. So we went to this program, QCAA, which is Queen City, Athletic Association back then, and played for them growing up. Played for QCAA, got better. Ended up I was going to an art school when I was in middle school, so they had no sports.
Oh my God.
So I ended up playing for Kennedy Charter for 3 weeks of a year. And next thing you know, they were like, well, maybe you shouldn't be playing for them. They're out of your division, stuff like that. So I played only AAU up till 9th grade. And 9th grade, instead of going to West Charlotte or, Kennedy Meeks,
Shout out Big Meekers.
Bad. Where Kennedy, my brother, Gabon, and everybody went, my parents were like, yeah, I don't want you to play for Coach Terry. We don't know where you're going to go, but we're going to find somewhere. And then Langston Wirtz from the Charlotte Observer And so my mom is like, hey, have you ever thought putting Grant in private school? And my brother was a senior at the time. I was going to my freshman year. So I applied to Providence Day. It was financial aid based. And next thing you know, I got in. It was between me and Gabon both going, or just me. Gabon decided he wanted to go for a state championship at West Charlotte his last year with Kennedy and CJ and all those guys. And I ended up going to Providence Day. So started at Providence Day from my freshman year. Was just a chunky kid that didn't really know much about ball.
Yep.
Showed up to high school first day, going to a private school, as you know, is completely different coming from where we come from. So
sure.
I show up in basketball shorts and a t-shirt. And I didn't know there was a dress code.
Yeah.
So first day I show up, I'm in math class thinking I'm good, seeing everybody around me with collar shirts on and khakis and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mind you, we didn't have money for all that. So
For sure.
next to know, Mr. Hedinger, who was our upper school dean at the time, walked in. He said, did no one ever tell you about the dress code? And I said, no,
not.
like, of course. Like, I didn't know there was a dress code. He's like, well, you can't wear that to school. Like, it's collared, button down, or, and then jeans or khakis.
Yeah.
I said, well, I don't really own much of that. And he gave me a size 40 waist, jean shorts, a big belt.
Damn.
And a baggy ass double X t-shirt or collar shirt. And I wore that for my whole first day of school. And from then on, I ended up like being rotating clothes for a while, and then ended up getting my brother's hand-me-down, so I was good after that. But it was an interesting time going to a private school from West Charlotte area and then trying to like get used to the environment. So then from then on, started hooping, like started playing more and more. Played for MB1, which was Muggsy Bogues AAU program. And the next year, I had a choice to play for CB3, 16/17s, or playing for Charlotte Reign. My mom didn't want me traveling yet. I was like 16. I think I was 15, 16 years old, so I had my license. And she was like, you can't go to Winston-Salem and you can't be on a national thing because I don't trust like anybody and stuff like that. So I ended up playing for Charlotte Reign.
Oh, damn.
Jay Billis and Daniel Jones, who's starting quarterback for the New York Giants. Shout out my boy. We were all on the same team. And so we ended up playing CB3. And that's when we bust y'all's ass.
I don't know who y'all is. I wasn't on that team.
Hey, listen, John Adams is going to tell you that y'all won, but at the same time we played, and Harry was like, all right, cool. Like he can play a little bit.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, I get back to high school season my junior year. We play Wesleyan. Mind you, I hadn't beaten Harry the entire high school career. He beat me my freshman year. He tore his ACL second year. Junior year, he comes back before we went to Oak Hill the senior year. And we play at home at Providence Day.
Yes.
We're playing them. Me and Harry going at it, one of those games. And they ended up beating us by like 1 or 2. And after the game, HG was like, yo, like, come pull up, like, play for CB3 this summer. I want you to play for us. And I was like, well, I got to ask my parents. Like, like, I was still one of those kids I couldn't even drive yet. Next thing you know, I asked my mom. So first day I got my license, she drove behind me all the way to Winston-Salem to make sure I could make the drive by myself.
Oh my
And
God.
next thing you know, I played for CB3 that summer. I got recruited by mostly mid-majors, Ivy Leagues, and Coach Barnes got fired from Texas, got hired at Tennessee. The staff that was at UNC Charlotte, who were recruiting me my entire high school career, I had been fired. And Coach Desmond Oliver was hired on Coach Barnes' staff. And so he goes to Coach Barnes. He's like, hey, I have this kid, like, I think he really played at this level. He has talent and everything else. Coach Barnes is like, all right, like, we'll see. So Coach Barnes ends up coming to see me play. And he tells us this story that the reason why he knew I could play on the SEC level or any big level is because I reminded him of PJ Tucker. I was just a fat, lazy kid that didn't really care about much. that if he worked hard and had somebody to push him, he'd be all right. Because I think I did. He said he saw me do an in and out behind the back, like one dribble, right, left, dunk on somebody.
Yeah.
He's like, but the rest of the game, I never did anything like that because I was like 270 pounds. So he said, yeah, you could do that, but it's not something you can do consistently because you're overweight and you don't work hard enough.
Bro. Oh my gosh.
And Bob McKillop Davidson was the reason why I started working harder because my second year, going to my third, him and Coach Barnes were really close friends. He told me he would never recruit me to Davidson because I don't work hard enough and I don't care about basketball. And it really hit me.
But you really didn't care about basketball.
I didn't, but when someone says that to you, of course you're going to be like, nah, I really do.
The funny part about it, I'm like, from what I'm hearing, you just played it because you were okay at it.
I was playing it because I was good at it and also was trying to get free education, doing it for my parents. And My dad actually walked up to me in my junior year and said, son, if you don't want to play basketball, you don't have to. Him and my uncle sat me down and we had this whole conversation trying to get basically saying I don't got to play ball anymore because this is my family's thing. My cousin Salim Stoudemire played for the Hawks. Damon played forever, doing his thing. And then my dad played. It was just a family sport. Grandfather played. And my brother loved it. So they think because I didn't.
So did you feel like you had to play or you were just like, all right, well.
I was playing because I enjoyed it. It was fun for me because I was one of those kids that I naturally make friends originally. So I had good friends from playing basketball. So I was I really enjoyed the social aspect of the game. I didn't really know about working out hard or challenging yourself. That didn't hit me till my junior year. So then once it did, fell in love from then on.
So when you joined CP3, you joined that type of competitive, great players that had to take your game to another level, just being around that, playing in EYBL, playing with Harry Giles along that. First of all, talk about that. Talk about Harry in high school. Harry's still nice.
Best high school basketball player I think I've seen. Just because I never grew up watching Bron and those guys. I wasn't old enough. But Harry Giles in high school, if you ask anybody, he was 6'10", 6'11". He grew afterwards.
Yes.
You never know how tall that motherfucker.
You never do.
And man could dribble, he could shoot, pass. He was dominant.
Right.
And I was the only one that can guard him. I was the only one that locked his ass up.
Because you're stronger.
Yeah, and plus I just want to make sure I say that to the camera so Harry knows.
That's your camera. Hey, play the clips. You got it.
We can play the clips. But like I said, so next thing you know, playing with Harry was just one of those things that was special. You're playing with the number one player in the country. On the team, we had myself, Harry Giles, Josh Okogie, who no one knew about at the time because me and Josh were both ranked not outside the top 100. We were 200 plus.
I didn't know they went that far.
Exactly, bro. 247 Sports. And then Tariq Gilbert. So we had a squad. We only lost one game in the EYBL that year.
Yeah.
And the one game we lost by 1 point to Georgia Stars.
Talk about, hold on, wait. I thought y'all lost to JT and them.
Okay, I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Talk about that game. Because that was a
cluster.
Yeah.
So we
shout out JT, man.
Shout out JT.
You know that's Grant's boy.
Yeah, oh my God. I still hate him for that.
Yes.
Hate him. Because he always brings that shit up all the time.
He does. We go talk about it. JT go get on the pod. We're putting it out there.
We playing this, man. Harry's having a rough game.
Yeah.
I'm hooping. Yeah. I'm having a good game. We're winning. We're about 24, 28, something like that. All of a sudden, going to the second half, Tariq starts cramping up badly. Can't even move.
Oh, hell.
And John refused to take him out. Harry was in foul trouble. It was just me and Tariq and Q and Josh on the floor.
Well,
so
little man wasn't playing.
Darnell was playing, but I think it was for some reason he didn't play much that game.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, we're playing, Tariq starts cramping up. Rather than taking him out, he left him in. Literally got to a point where he took one dribble up the court, tried to do a hesitation, cramped up, fell into the ground, dropped the ball, and they ended up just laying the ball up. They go on a 24-4 run.
That's OD.
OD, especially in high school, you know? Where you don't have a shot clock.
Yes.
So, no, EYBL you do, right?
Oh, yeah, EYBL, you do.
But even then, they went on that run. And by then, it's a close game. Harry hits a game, we think a game-winning hook. I had just hit a three. Harry makes a little running hook to put us up by 2.
Mm-hmm.
We think we have a chance. They call a timeout. We're sitting there I'm thinking I'm staying in the game. John pulls me out. I was sick. He put Ian Boyd in. He said, all right, Ian, you're going to be on the ball. We're going to pressure them full court, allow them not to dribble the ball up because they only had 4 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
So they inbound the ball. I think, was it Jordan Goodwin? I don't forget Jordan, somebody. JT would know.
Uh-huh.
And he dribbles the ball up full court, shoots a double clutch buzzer beater from 3. Cash.
Sick.
We lose the game. We're done for Peach Jam. We were the number 1 seed. Yeah. We blew everybody out. And they ended up going to get their ass kicked by Georgia Stars by 40.
And Georgia Stars, though, would
Georgia
have been
Stars
a tough
were tough. We played them earlier in the season. We lost by 1 point. Their team was what? Wendell Carter.
They was nice.
Udoka Azubuike. Trent Forrest.
They was nice.
Jared Harper.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all high major SEC players that went to the pros.
Mm-hmm.
So next thing you know, that would have been a crazy game, but we tricked it off.
We
were still the best team in CP3 history, though.
I admitted that. I really did.
See, I
I
appreciate
admitted that. Just first of all, Grant, listen, it wasn't you. It was Harry.
Listen. As
Harry
much as you
took
say that,
you to another level,
as much as you say that, we would have still, without Harry, we were still number one team inside the league. Harry didn't play like 4 games that year. Team final.
No. Oh, you're talking about in the league when you played.
Yeah, even when y'all played, we'd do the same. Y'all's best team was what? Oakland Soldiers, maybe? Aaron Gordon? Was that your class or your before?
No, we lost to each one teach one. Joel Berry, D'Angelo Russell, Grayson Allen.
I understand D. Russ.
Like an
all-star. Was Joel tough in high school? I know he got good in college.
Was he tough in high school?
I knew he got tough in college.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean you tough in high school.
True.
You got buckets in high school. There's a difference. I feel like you were ranked higher than Joel.
I was.
Exactly.
I was.
So if I don't hear about Joel, I know who you are. I'm like, all right, cool.
Understandably so.
No offense, Joel. You my dog.
But I get what you're saying, but we whooping y'all. We not whooping y'all ass. We beating y'all though.
First off,
we're beating y'all.
Who was y'all's 4-man, 5-man?
We had a hybrid. Went to Army. Tough guy.
You don't know. You didn't even say his name.
Parker Form. Forgot his last name.
If you forget his name, you dang sure ain't gonna win nothing.
We had BJ Hill. You know BJ Hill?
BJ big
guy. Hey, listen, he clearing shit out. All we need him to do is get me open.
Hey, listen, back then you was letting him go, but we let you shoot. I was saying we'd be good.
For sure.
Listen, we had Tariq Gilbert starting point guard. You had a 5'2" point guard that got 27 points in the game in the EYBL. Nice. Darnell Rogers. We had Tariq Gilbert.
Basket. Sheldon would have put his little ass in the basket.
You think Harry's not blocking that shit when he comes inside?
I just said, if you said without
even
Harry.
With when we had a Quate.
I don't even know what a Quate is.
He went to Buffalo.
I don't know what a Quate is, bro.
He was a 6'9".
Yeah, I ain't never heard of
6'9", uber athletic.
I don't give a damn.
He was nice.
Actually, I think I do remember.
Yeah, we had a squad, bro. We had Ian Boyd, grandfather, looked like he was 36 years old and senior year of high school.
Cooking Ian.
Hey, he was strapping.
I heard.
And Josh, you think him and Josh weren't locking y'all up?
I understand that. What do you mean locking up?
Locking up. Exactly what I said.
All right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on because we'll be here all damn night. And we got to get the Dre's tonight.
That is true. Listen.
I mean, towel. But so you rattled off your school list, which is unbelievable in itself. You had Yale, Harvard. You damn near had Princeton. You probably could have went to London, went to an education school in London or some shit. Who knows? What made you pick Tennessee though?
Yeah, so my mom asked me that same question. So like for me, I don't know. Like I always had this underdog mentality. So like I always knew that I was going to challenge myself academically. Like academics weren't my struggle. Like I always learned things easily. I wasn't worried. So like I remember I was debating between really Princeton, Yale, and Tennessee. I prayed on it, woke up that morning. Heart told me to go to Tennessee. I was like, all right, cool. Call Yale coach James Jones.
Let me ask you one question before you finish. You took a visit to all three.
All three.
Those,
they're different.
Those got to be different visits.
Oh, listen. I went to Tennessee, and the football game that I went and visited was Baker Mayfield in Oklahoma against Tennessee, who had Josh Dobbs, Alvin Kamara.
Tennessee lost that game.
They lost that game by 1 touchdown in overtime.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
But it was the best game I've been to. Because when I tell you that place is the loudest place I've ever gone to.
I almost went to Tennessee just because of the football game.
Bro.
I went to a Tennessee-Alabama game.
You have no idea. Listen,
oh, my God.
Could you imagine going there this year when we beat them for the first time in, 13 years?
Listen. That stadium.
Absurd.
Is ridiculous. But carry on.
Best in college football.
We'll get there.
So next thing you know, we do that.
Best in college football?
Best in college football.
So biased.
Not biased. I've been to multiple. Best in college football.
Carry on.
We set the decimal meter. Like when it was EA Sports,
You're right.
we set the decimal meter. How can you compare that?
Carry on.
So next thing you know, take the visit.
We'll get there.
It's a vibe. Went to Yale, went to Princeton. I liked the team more at Yale. Tennessee had a true, there was a foundation work because Coach Barnes just got there.
He had to rebuild.
He had to get everybody out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Princeton. So I called Coach Jones. He's like, 30-minute conversation. I appreciate you allowing me to recruit you, all this stuff. I called Princeton. called Mitch. What's his name? Coach Mitch, whatever his name is.
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you now. You know why? Because I called him and I said, I'm going to Tennessee. He hung up on me.
I had a couple of those.
I was like, that's wild.
Yeah.
This dude goes from recruiting you to hanging up on you? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, I called Tennessee, Coach Barnes. I'm like, listen, I'm going to Tennessee. I tell my mom that right before I go on the stage. She doesn't talk to me for 2 months. You know, my mom works at NASA. So as a black male, like to be able to go to Ivy League for like basically for free, because like my dad with financial aid, like it'd be good. But like to be able to do that and turn it down and go to Tennessee, the SEC school that wasn't a great public university at the time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, I said, listen, I'm going to either study engineering or I'm going to study with the hardest degree possible. I'm going to graduate in 3 years. And if I don't have a chance to go into the pros, I'm going to go back to the fourth, get my master's, and then set myself up for later life. And she was not hearing none of that. So doesn't talk to me for 2 months.
Did she talk to you after you signed that deal?
Hey, listen. Hey, where we going this summer? Quote unquote.
Where we going? Yeah, exactly.
So next thing you know, I go to Tennessee, and part of the reason I was going because I trusted Coach Oliver. I didn't know Coach Barnes at all. He only recruited me for half a year.
For sure.
Trusted Coach Oliver with my life, and I was like, listen, like everybody around me doesn't believe I have it. Like I believe in myself enough where I think I can not only be good at this level, but I think I can go to the next level. And I'm gonna be good. Like I'm gonna challenge myself academically. So Coach Oliver's like, hype, I'm going to Tennessee, commit. And I got to Tennessee after working my butt off, thinking I lost like 30 pounds. It was like, oh, I'm probably like 12% body fat. I'm good. I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I got to Tennessee, I was 17% body fat.
Damn.
Hey, relax. And then
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Hey, so
oh my God.
And then I had to go into fat camp. So that's what they call it in Tennessee, fat camp. And meanwhile, think about this. This is where I know my family was messed up. My mom loved me so much that she didn't care that I was a chunky kid. So while I'm in fat camp, she mails me, this is not suited for work, she mails me as a college freshman in summer, a FedEx box of, I think it was like probably 45 bags.
Debbie cakes.
Of Orville Redenbacher popcorn, as well as 2 family-sized pack of Magnums. What was the thought process behind that?
Jesus Christ.
What was the thought process?
I gotta talk to Ms. Williams.
You gotta talk to her. But listen,
my God.
I'm running on the treadmill because I just opened that box in front of Coach Barnes and Garrett. Because they made me open the box. They're like, it's from your family, you gotta open it up. Next thing I'm running on the treadmill one day, Coach Barnes walks out. I smell popcorn. He's eating popcorn as I'm running on the treadmill talking shit to me. That's why I knew. I was like, yeah, y'all ain't out here.
What was your fat boy snack?
Popcorn. I was either popcorn or Chipotle. Chipotle was my vibe.
It's not even a fat boy snack, bro.
You ever had 2 burritos?
2 burritos? That means he still do that shit to his day. How fast he just said that shit. He still eat 2 burritos to this day and go straight to the gym and run that shit off. Oh my God, bro. I had one of my homeboys. Shout out. I ain't gonna put the name out there. One of my homeboys told me that, what'd he say? When I think of it, I'll bring it up. I think he said he put like, I can't even remember. It was the fattest thing I ever heard in my damn life, bro. It was crazy. But carry on, bro. You went to fat camp. He eating popcorn in your face.
Eating popcorn in my face.
That had to be your welcome to college moment.
Welcome to college moment, man. When I tell you, I couldn't make any 17 on the man, and 17 basically is 17 sideline touches in a minute.
That shit's hard, bro.
And they're hard. And imagine the chunky kid trying to do that when he first gets to campus. Yeah. And Coach Barnes is historically known for destroying his players in practice. You know, historically. Ask KD, ask Peter. He made PJ Tucker cry. He made KD basically tear up and everything. He's known for that.
Yeah.
So.
And you went there.
And I went there.
That's your choice.
I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know who Coach Barnes was. I didn't go cap. I just knew Coach Oliver. So when I got there, it seems like this like Southern man, doesn't curse anymore. He was saved. Because mind you, think about this. Coach Barnes was so crazy. This man had to get saved. Like that's how wild he was, how wild he was acting as a coach.
He got that twitch in his eye too.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
So like over here, and I'm running 17s, and he decides to he knew what it was funny. I had a bobblehead when I got tired. So there was one day, Bush Jones came into practice, right? He was our head football coach at the time.
Yep.
And Coach Barnes is known that for every practice, he's going to choose one player to pick on. No matter what, it could be the simplest thing. You don't get a rebound, go run. You don't slide your feet or you don't warm up correctly, go run. Go on the vertical climber. So Bush Jones is there, and all of a sudden it was my day. Hard practice, 3.5-hour practice, breaking rules. And
breaking
rules for sure. 3.5, 4-hour practice.
Can't have that, bro.
All of a sudden he's like, all right, if everyone makes it 17, we're done. I'm like, you know what? I got it today.
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Everybody made it.
But you.
Nah. I made my first 17, right? I'm hyped. I'm like, yeah, like talking shit to everybody. Like, I did it.
Yeah.
Everybody get back on the line. We ran another 17.
Cookbook.
Nowhere close to making it. But watch this. After running 17, he says, y'all don't want to get better? 85-2, G. 85 left-hand layups in 2 minutes. We did that 5 times.
85 left-hand.
Full court. Only dribble with your left hand. Can't throw the ball ahead. Yep. Got to dribble it. So did that 5 times. After doing it 5 times, he's like, all right, we're going to see who's really tough. 17. Running 17.
The hell is wrong with him?
Exactly.
He got saved for no reason.
Listen, he knew that guys had certain things. Like Bone, when he would run, he would just like completely run in like squiggly lines. Like he just wouldn't run correctly. Yeah. Bowden, when he ran, he would run with a hand across his heart. I don't know why he'd be running like this. For me, when I ran, my head would start bobbling. I close my eyes.
You still do that shit.
Hey, relax, all right?
You still do it. Play the clip. Hey, great tell you.
So next you know, everybody's done, burnt out, laying on the ground. I made the mistake of getting up first.
Oh, shit.
He calls me over. He's like, Grant, you really think you got better today? I said, yeah, coach. He says, I don't think so. You don't challenge. You really want to be a great player? You really want to be great? G, take him. Makes me run 17 and it made me do ropes for another like 15 minutes. Over here crying on the ropes. The next thing you know, sat on that floor for about 3 hours.
You had to.
G came upstairs. Hey, man, come on, man. You got to get up, man. Got to get up. Got to get you hydrated, man. You got to get to your room.
You had practice next day.
Practice next day. That was my welcome to college moment where I was like, yeah, this is some.
That was freshman year.
Bullshit. Yes.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to weed guys out. Then that summer we didn't make it. You know, we played y'all that year. You know, we ended up losing by 1 at Carolina.
Freshman year?
Yep. Justin Jackson was y'all's senior at the time.
Okay.
And
yeah.
We lost to y'all by 1, but we ended up not making the tournament by 1 game.
Damn.
That summer, Coach Barnes told G, do whatever you need. Make sure people aren't here next year. And so next thing you know, we get downstairs from the hill for spring off season. You know, you have like workouts.
Yeah.
We walk in, we just see bands on the line. All right, like cool. We're gonna stretch, get lift, and then come out here and play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
We stretch, we go do our lift, and then we get back onto the court, and there's like 15 minutes on the clock. We had suicides.
Mm-hmm.
Had to make them in 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a minute to make it, basically 30 seconds to make it, 30 seconds of rest.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, we think we're done for the day. I made none. The rest of the team made 1.
Yeah.
We think we're done. All right. For everyone who didn't make it, got to run it again. You got to make it.
All of them.
Take your time. We're not leaving until everyone's done.
I got class, coach.
No such thing. They made sure all our class was in the morning.
Yeah.
So next you know, we are doing sprints the entire rest of the day. I ran 32 suicides. 2 dudes quit on that day.
Really?
Yes. 2 dudes quit and transferred. Dead ass. That day. The next time, we had guys legit have PTSD, bro. Guys had to go to therapy because of it. Like, because we would wake up every single morning during spring season and not touch a basketball.
Listen.
Basket track season. And mind you, this ain't it. This ain't it. We do that sprints on Fridays, right? Worst day of your life. You go down, do the exact same thing. You would have a massive lift. You do the sprints. And then all of a sudden, first Friday we did it. So, all right, everybody go switch your shoes. We go in there, switch to our running shoes. Sorry, if y'all are behind me, you don't want to be behind me. He just takes off running.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know where the hell we're going. So we just take off in front of him.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, turn left, cross the street. So we're like, all right, cool. Like, maybe we're just running around the campus.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, turn right. We turn right. We look at it. We're like, is this a track?
Yeah.
It's like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
What we doing on the track? We get to the track. He's like, all right, y'all. Y'all got 1 minute to warm up. Mind you, I ran track in college, so I'm thinking like, all right, cool. 1 minute, I'm gonna do a lap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be good. Or like a couple minutes, I think it was like 2 minutes to warm up. I said, I'm gonna do a lap. I take off sprint. Everybody looking at me crazy. I'm done, bro. I get halfway through. He's like, what the hell you doing, man? Come back over here. We run back over. He's like, all right, everybody got to run a mile.
Yeah.
Baseline. I ran a mile at 8 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, shit.
He said, just keep running. So I had to keep running. I ran like 2 more laps. And then finally, we had to do that every single day. I got my mile time down to like 6 minutes. Coach Barnes comes up to me like, you really want to be great? Like, if you want to be special, you're going to attack this summer like you've never attacked anything before. And he said, you have the potential to be the SEC Player of the Year, and I believe in you. So I need you to, like, lock in.
Yeah.
So hardest I've ever worked in the summer. Ended up being SEC Player of the Year that year. Got it back-to-back, went back to school because I was dealing the entire second year. I was dealing with this hip injury.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even go to the pros because I knew if I left, I would not be looking good.
Yeah.
So went back for my third year, got it again, and then decided to go to the
sayonara.
Yeah, sayonara. I couldn't do a fourth year.
God damn. We done got some great stories and you ain't even talked about the damn court.
Yeah.
Shit, this is getting your ass whooped. We can talk about the court right now, though. Don't remember the date. Should have looked up the date before I got here. I would say we beat y'all at Chapel Hill the first year. I didn't play that game.
Yes.
I was hurt. We go there my senior year. We go to Tennessee. It was rocking.
Jumping.
Oh my god!
I'm telling you, Tennessee
might be
the best college campus for sports.
It was rocking in there. They had the white, orange, the checkered
stadium.
It was jumping in there. I'm gonna see if Grant remembers this.
Oh dear.
Jump ball. This is how I know Rick Barnes is crazy.
I know exactly. I know we got banned from doing it anymore.
Jump ball because we snitched on y'all.
It wasn't y'all too. SEC did. SEC banned us.
Yeah. It was some bullshit. Jump ball. Play the clip. Ball goes up in the air. They not even looking at the ball. They take me and JB out. Him and Admiral Schofield. His name is Admiral Schofield. Put his picture up. He like a damn army man. A Navy SEAL.
Navy.
SEAL
I was saying Navy.
He's part of SEAL Team 6. He takes us the out. Who'd you have? You have me or JB?
I don't know who I was lined up with.
I don't know
when the ball goes up, set the tone for the game.
Set the tone. Oh,
shit. You're free reign. We were told at Tennessee. Yes. Think about this. I didn't tell you about all the drills we did in practice. Like, we had circle the wagons, which mean like literally you would go in a circle.
I heard about those. Yep.
And you would go in a circle. They would throw the ball on the backboard or rim, and you could do whatever to get the rebound.
Yeah.
So you would shoulder somebody. The mantra was when the ball goes up on a shot, you can do whatever to get the rebound because that's the one time the referees aren't going to call a foul.
Yeah.
In college especially.
Y'all motherfuckers.
Same way on a jump ball, no one's going to call a foul on every player. So when that ball goes in the air and our center goes to get it, if we're lined up and everybody's lined up beside their man, you lay the
You
wood.
are lucky. Me and JB, we were so locked.
Boom.
I was so locked in. Like, I remember, like, I'm going to tell you how crazy this shit was, bro. The ball goes up, and all I remember, I got hit. I'm like, damn. And I'm so locked in because it's so loud. The game's crazy. We end up winning. Y'all wanted that game bad.
We were up again. We did the same thing. We were up by 16. We were known for this. Tennessee's known for this.
They were beating our ass.
We were known for this. We up by 16. Same with Villanova when Jalen Brunson and freaking, what's it called, Mikal Bridges, that team that won the championship, we were about 20 on them at the halftime. We were known for this, bro. And next thing you know, once you're up, we always lose the game by 1 point or 2 points. Kenny hit that bullshit ass three.
Tough three.
Tough three on the left wing
to
win the game for no reason.
Yep. And then I hit the icing free throws.
And you ice the free throws. But like I was sick because, mind you, I've never been Carolina was one of the school I wanted to go to.
Yeah.
Because I was a Roy Williams guy, you know, Kennedy Meek growing up watching West Charlotte. You know, I was a Carolina dude.
Coaches were acting like maniacs over there. They wanted that game so bad.
And Coach Barnes is hated in UNC. You know that?
Oh my God.
Because of Dean Smith.
I don't give a damn.
He tried to find Dean Smith.
He tried to f me up. Y'all put a bounty on me and JB. Bro, I remember after the game, we on the bus, and it hit me. And I was like, yo, JB, did you get hit at jump ball? He said, bro, I got f***ed up. And the crazy part is, JB staying all the way in the back. This how you know y'all was like told to do this shit. Bro, we went to I remember we had film, bro. We had film, and we like, Coach, we might be tripping, but we need to see the jump ball. No, we was watching the game. We were watching the film of the game. And we watched jump ball. I said, Coach, I don't know if you know this, but just watch me and JB. He's like, what happened? I said, Coach, just watch it. And he was like, oh my God.
The thing is, though, we do it to every player.
Yes, y'all did it to Wake Forest a couple games before that.
Yes, y'all line up on, so the issue with y'all is y'all trying to do that fast break shit to start the game.
We taking the fuck off.
So
we could not take off.
So the thing is, we do that to everybody. So y'all lined up with your guard on my side.
Mm-hmm.
So JB was lined up with me.
Yes.
You were lined up for Admiral.
I had SEAL Team 6.
I was on side with JB, and I was like, all right. I didn't say nothing. I was just looking down, because that's what we do. We look down.
Bruh.
And then just
that got to be on the fucking scout report.
It is. So that's why Arkansas,
we
did to Arkansas, and they filed a complaint with the SEC.
Yeah.
And we couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Because they said it would be a technical foul penalty on every player, free throw. So we get 5, it would be a 5-point swing to start the game. To start the game. 5 points. Because Coach Martin was doing that since he was at Texas, he was at Providence, everything.
Bro,
so they had to get rid of it because we were a strong ass team. So
were y'all? Y'all was diesel as shit, bro. He me up, bro. I was like, yo.
But that's what our shit was, bro. Circle the wagons.
I hope they find that clip because that would be the clip I posted on the gram. See how I got f***ed up by Grant and them. This is bullshit.
Circle the wagons. We had we had so many I could show you clips on my phone right now of practices. And we legit just didn't play basketball.
Grant got PTSD.
Oh, no, real shit. And I got to the NBA. Watch my first, pull the clips up. Summer League game. I'm wearing number 40, playing against Paul Reed and the Sixers.
Yeah.
When I tell you 2 times, I f***ed him up on a box out. I got called on a foul on 1. The other time, ask him about this. If you see Paul Reed one day, ask him, Summer League, did Grant Williams not take you the hell out?
Yeah.
They were running the pick and roll. Point guard shot it. He's rolling down the lane. I'm literally sitting there waiting for him.
Mm.
Put him on his ass. He looks up. He's like,
yeah.
And I'm just like, I go get the rebound and keep moving.
They crazy as shit over there, bro.
And next thing you know, in NBA, Brad Stevens was like, you can't do that in the NBA. So why not? He said, you'll get ejected. It's a box out. That's how we were taught to. That's how we were taught to box out. Because y'all crashed like it was nothing, rebounding UNC.
Yeah.
So
I barely crashed that game.
That's how we were taught. Yeah. So we were taught to lay people out basically.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, I did it in the NBA and I got in trouble for it. And I got told not to do it anymore. But I was doing that in practice. I was doing that in games. They're like, this isn't Tennessee no more. You can't do that.
This man Grant, bro.
Circle the wagons. We had drills, bro. We had drills where you do shell drill, right? Let's say it's your day for Coach Barnes. He sends you over to the vertical climber. You come back. Mind you, have you done 180 in a minute on a vertical climber? Do me a favor. Just do me a favor. Next time you work out, just during a workout, go over to a vertical climber after warming up. Try and get 180 in a minute on a tough resistance, and then go back in and start trying to work out. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I want to see what you say. Tell me how you feel. So next thing you know, we do that. And then Coach Barnes would be like, not good enough. We do shell drill. You wouldn't close out hard. He'd be like, line up. The entire team would line up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get 4 rebounds in a row. If they go easy, they got to line up too.
Yeah.
So they're not giving you a break. Mind you just came off that vertical climber.
Yeah.
So Legit. You know how many almost fist fights we got into?
I had to be.
Just because, but the thing is, it's funny because we only had probably 2 fist fights my entire career at Tennessee.
We had none because we weren't doing shit like that.
We had
so
two. We only
I
had,
don't really do.
we,
I don't translate with that
we
shit.
We only had 2 fist fights the entire time. So we like, if you see film, I have film on my phone where legit there would be times in practice where they be running the point guard would have the ball in his hands, dribbling, running the play, and there'd be a down screen, run through somebody, down screen, run through somebody. Box like hitting. We were fighting in the middle of drill.
Y'all did all this shit and not win, not one goddamn championship.
Hey, listen, we won SEC, bro. Relax.
Regular season?
Yeah, exactly. That's a championship, bro. We went to 3 tournaments two tournament titles when I was there. We lost both. Sucks, and we lost the last year because LSU cheated.
They lost to LSU in the tournament?
No, we lost to LSU regular season. I should have, bro. I've lost out on. I was 1 for 5 in college when it comes to rings. That's crazy. Because the first ring regular season, I don't want to hear it, bro. First regular season.
I don't really know what to say.
Second,
can't relate.
Played the tournament, played against Kentucky, Shai Gilgeous, and them. They won the tournament title. Next, the next season we were projected.
Kentucky owns the SEC championship.
Yeah, they
the tournament.
They beat us
always
that game.
Win that shit.
The next year was Auburn's dream run, right?
Oh,
so next, we play regular season. We're leading the entire way. LSU and us are tied for first place, and the winner of our game probably is going to win the SEC. Or if you win the game, you have the tiebreaker. We go to LSU. The official that refereed our game was an LSU fan. He blew his whistle 29 times out of 55 whistles, with, I think, 26 in favor of LSU. They do a deep dive of his Facebook profile. Literally, Tennessee fans are crazy. Yeah. So they really went on his Facebook, went on his everything. Found all the pictures of him in LSU gear, him and his family, everything else. And he was suspended and banned from refereeing SEC games ever again. We lost that game. Mind you, think about this. First play, they try to set a tone. I'm going to rebound, swim move Nas Reed, and he grabs me across my neck and face and just throws me. I get up thinking it was just a box out. So I'm moving on like it was nothing. They're like, review it. Admiral's pissed. I'm like, what happened? And they show me the clip. I'm like, oh, nah. He's about to be ejected.
Yeah.
They gave him a tech, nothing more. The entire game, asked Nas, he didn't score. Because I was like, I could really him up.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, let me just we got to win this game. Ain't no point in doing that because if I get ejected, we probably going to lose because Tremont was nice as back then.
So I'm going to put this out there. You and Admiral should have got ejected for me and JB up before the game started. So I don't want to hear that shit. That shit was crazy, bro.
Hey, bro.
Shit was crazy.
Listen, you weren't the only one.
I bet. Yeah, y'all had it.
And it was all 4. It was all players. So it wasn't just y'all. Probably who else was starting that year?
I don't even remember, bro.
I was about to say, whoever else was starting got hit by Jordan Bone and Jordan Bowden, too.
It wasn't Admiral Schofield. I'll tell you that right now. but damn, you win 2 SEC MVP Player of the Years. I keep saying MVP, same thing, shit. But that's big time, bro.
Then first, ended up getting first team All-American that year. The only reason I win every other awards because guess who was my number 1 pick in my class?
Oh, Zion?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
But so Zion, he won Power Forward Karl Malone Award. They gave him basically Wooden and all that stuff. I was second in all of it because it was Zion, then me, then Ja.
Yeah.
And then Rui Hachimura, guess what they did for him? They switched him to a small forward. He played 2 minutes of small forward the entire year. I was sick. I played small forward 48 minutes that year because of me, Kyle, and Derek were on the court at the same time. They didn't even consider me for small forward. I was pissed. But next thing you know, first team, went to the draft. Didn't know where I was going to get drafted.
How many workouts you do?
Bro, I think I did 13, maybe 12, 13, something like that. So did all those workouts. I was like, you want me to tell the Boston story?
Yeah.
All right. So all these workouts were cool. I thought I was going to Spurs, Utah, one of those, right?
Yeah.
Because I knew I wasn't going to Boston. In my Boston workout, I working out, playing well, shooting the ball great, everything else. It's a competitive workout. We get to scrimmaging, playing 4-on-4, and 5-on-5 actually with coaches. And the next thing you know, at the end of the workout, or towards the back end, we're doing late game situations.
Yeah.
My coach at the time, Tony Dobbins, who's coaching actually Summer League for Boston Celtics right now.
Yeah.
Great dude, one of the best coaches I've ever been around.
Yeah.
Hope he's a head coach one day. I don't know if he was a video coordinator at the time or if he was assistant coach. But at the time, he was thinking of a play to draw up for us. And my know-it-all ass was like, I got to play. I grabbed a clipboard, draw up a play. It works. I'm lit, right? So next thing you know, we're running. They're going to different things, different defense.
Grant,
different defense. So he started to think of a play again like this. And I'm like, I got something. Take the clipboard again. Draw up a play. That shit don't work. Probably the worst play draw up you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because Tony drew up the first play. I just switched me and Brandon Clark. I was like, why am I not in the corner? I shoot better. And Brandon's a better lob threat. Just put him in the dunker.
Yeah.
And so I erased it, put me there, but it worked out.
This man.
The next play, I try to draw up a whole set. And Tony's a nonchalant dude. He let it happen. And I get cursed out by Jay Larinaga afterwards.
Did you?
Literally, don't you ever think you're smarter than a coach. Don't you ever. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to Boston. And Boston's known to do a 3-minute drill at the end. And one-on-ones, right before we do 3-minute drill, I sprained my ankle, like pretty badly.
Yeah.
And Danny walks from downstairs and says, hey, Grant, you don't have to run, like, blah, 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 blah. I think that's the only reason why they drafted me, because I was like, that Danny, I'm running. I'm good. And so I line up, came in first, and afterwards they're like, we got to get x-rays, we got to make sure you're not broken. I said, I don't need no fucking x-ray. And they're like, no, you have a workout tomorrow in Philly, like you got to make sure you're good, da-da-da. So I was there for an extra like 2 hours. And ended up thinking, I'm like, I'm not going to Boston because I guess Kyrie was doing something similar in that sense the year before.
Yeah.
So it was PTSD behind it.
Yep.
Not to Tony, but like to the other guys. So next thing you know, I go through the rest of the workouts. I'm like, I'm going to Utah. I think I'm going to Utah. I'm going to Orlando at 16.
Mm.
And I was like, I'm not going to Boston. I'm not going to Brooklyn. I'm going to San Antonio if it's at 29.
Yeah.
And picks go by. Don't go 16. Chuma Okeke does. Picks keep going by. I'm like, all right, we're getting close. We're in Boston. I'm not going there. Memphis had just called me and OKC because they were making a trade for 21.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, cool. I might be going to 21 because OKC likes me and Memphis, being a Tennessee dude, Tayshaun Prince, all those guys, they love me there.
Mm-hmm.
They take Brandon Clark. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm not going there. I'm going to Utah 23. 22 comes around. Boston Celtics are picking. They had just traded pick 20 to Matisse for Philadelphia. And I'm sitting there like not expecting anything. I'm going to eat some chips. I'm at home. I was about to say. And I get a text from 3 friends I haven't talked to in 6 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, I call my agent. I'm like, yo, you hearing anything? He's like, nah, what you hearing? So I just got 3 congratulations texts. Like, and I don't know what for.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nah, I haven't heard anything. I haven't got any calls and anything. Wait, one sec. Yeah, I just got a text. It says you're going to Boston at 22. I don't know if that's for sure or not. It might be just like a fake account, but they say Shams and Woj just tweeted you're going to Boston. So I'm like, all right. So I get my phone out. My family has no idea what's going on. They're like, what's going on? I said, I don't know. I think I might be going right now. And they're like, all right. So like, I'm recording. Adam Silver comes out. He's like, with the 22nd pick, the Boston Celtics select Grant Williams from the University of Tennessee. My family goes crazy. I'm shocked. I don't cry, but I'm like, I'm lit. Like, I'm hype. I was like, I'm going to Boston? Damn.
Yeah.
Thought I was going to coach. But then next thing you know, went to Boston. Each year was different. Played different for, and now, kicking to the mats. Had a finals run. Had an Eastern Conference Finals run in the bubble.
Talk about that. We're going to go to the bubble first.
All right.
Talk about the bubble experience in general.
The bubble was my first season.
Yeah.
So I came into the league, and mind you, I'm thinking like, I don't know what to expect from the league. I'm just there having a good time. I'm playing a lot as a rookie, so I was like, oh, maybe I have a career in this league, So regular season goes by. We get to the All-Star. We go to All-Star break. We're good. I think it's the regular season.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, world shuts down. We're on our way about to go to Milwaukee. And like, no, we're not going no more. All right. So what do? Go home. We all go home. I don't want to go home because I was like, if I have COVID, I'm gonna get my grandparents sick.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that. Like, I don't want to be the reason my grandparents pass away. So I was like, didn't know what I was gonna do. I was figuring out like where I was gonna stay. And then Kemba Walker, my OG, always thankful for this man for the rest of my life. He says, hey, man, just come live with me. We'll train, we'll kick it, vibe, get better and stuff like that. We'll come back when we get back from the bubble, and hopefully we, keep playing. Everything all work out. It'll only be like probably a month. You know how many months went by?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bro. We all thought it was going to be a month.
We thought it was going to be like a month, and it's going to be like, like COVID season, flu season, you'd be done. Mm-hmm. Man, we was in there for, 4 or 5 months? So I'm thinking, like, I know this is sick of me because I talk hella.
Yes.
But then at the same time, we got used to it. His chef was there. Like, we had good times.
Yeah.
And I'm just thankful he allowed that because I was fortunate. Like, my grandparents never got sick. My mom never got sick. I was able to FaceTime, see him. And we just had a great time. And
shout out Kemba, man.
Shout out
great
Kemba
dude.
Walker.
Unbelievable.
Best teammate. One of the best teammates I've ever had.
For sure.
And next thing you know, bubble season. They say we're going to play in a bubble. We're like, what? We haven't even played in months.
Yeah.
How are we going to go to the bubble? We show up to the bubble. Y'all, you weren't there for long.
I didn't go.
Oh, well, you didn't even go.
I was good.
I was there for 84 days.
Yeah. A long time.
3 months in the bubble almost. It was wild.
It had to be like a, damn, we lost, but damn I'm ready to go home.
Because everybody was posting like they were outside there. Yeah. It was starting to open back up. So we're like, man, we stuck in this bubble.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we were trying to win. So we're like, we have a chance for a championship. Talented team, Gordon Hayward, Kemba Walker, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Rob Williams, me, Daniel Tice. Who else was there? Down the line.
It started the Boston-Miami rivalry.
Boy. Mind you, that was the first time, because remember I said that Harry always beat me? Mm-hmm. Bam never did. So I'm literally like, they're hyping that up, like Bam's never beaten you, all this other stuff, growing up, stuff like that. And we play after they win game 6, because Brad took me out. I was locking Bam up the entire game. Brad takes me out. He goes on like a 12-0 run by himself against Tice. I was pissed. No offense, Tice. I was pissed. And he puts me back in, we lose the game. Mm-hmm. Bam daps me up after the game. He said, I'm up in the series now. I said, you mother... And I was pissed, but I was like, we packed... Bro, the bubble was savage. Like, we packed up, bro. People didn't want to take their stuff. People were leaving stuff back. The trainers were like, hey, listen, if you guys want Normatex or Game Rays, we're going to close our eyes. We don't know where they went. Like, so I got free Game Ready, free Normatec. I was living.
They wasn't even... They like, let's just get
the fuck out of here, drop everything.
That's lit.
And so next thing that we lost, they ended up losing in the finals to the Lakers. And that following year, I'm coming in thinking that it's that time. Like, I'm going to be a part of this rotation. I'm part of this future. Brad had other stories, and they were trying to trade Shimmy, I think, at the time. And I was in and out of the rotation. And I was like, all right. Brad was sick of coaching, I think. So they were transitioning him to the front office. We behind the scenes. Danny was about to get pushed out to Utah. I don't know. It was all that stuff going on in Boston.
A lot going on.
A lot of that stuff going on in Boston.
A lot of behind the scenes shit that people just don't see. A lot
of behind the scenes.
Jesus
I was about to say,
Christ.
I don't know what to think of.
Talk about the finals run, man.
That next year.
You make it to the finals with Ime. Man, it was one hell of a run. Y'all had a good ass team.
My favorite coach of all time, bro.
Y'all had one hell of a
We had a team of like similar team that we had last year, but it was more so like we didn't have Malcolm. We had like it was me, Peyton off the bench. Tice just got traded midseason. And then we had the starters. We had Jason, Jalen, Smart, Rob, and Al.
Y'all had just been through so much.
We had been through so much. We were a team that legit, like, we started off the season horribly. Ime basically got Ime got the guys out that he, he was like, listen, I want dogs. I want people that are going to play hard and not say nothing more. And that's how we really approached this. And we went on a, 41 game to like 11 games.
Yeah.
And was it 40 to like 4? I think it was something like that in the last season.
It was crazy.
It was absurd. We ended up the number 2 seed. Playoffs happen. We play, I think, who was it first? We sweep Brooklyn. Yeah. Mind you, Brooklyn was Kyrie, KD, and that team.
That's when y'all woke up.
That's when we realized we were like, okay, we locked in. Because people were trying to duck them. Milwaukee didn't. They sat their entire team.
Yes.
And they tanked the last game of the season because they didn't want to play Brooklyn. And then we sweep them.
Yeah.
We go and play Milwaukee next. Chris Middleton's hurt. I'm, locking Giannis, guarding him. Boom, boom. We go to 7, have the game 7 Grant moment. We had 27 that game.
Play the clips.
Let them bitches
Play
go.
the clips.
No, I got a record, bro. NBA record still.
Hey, listen, Grant.
Most threes in a game 7.
You don't got to talk about it. We know.
I feel good about it.
Hey, we're going to play the clips for you, brother. You was going crazy.
It, let him go.
It was an out-of-body experience. We ain't never seen it.
Hey, listen.
He ain't done it again since.
Game 7 Kelly in Boston. Now it's Game 7 Grant.
Hey, listen. That boy, he was holding up at 3 like, damn, I made it again.
Nah, I knew it was crazy because like during that series, for some reason, I had an over-rational thing of confidence. There's a clip in that series where I shoot a 3 and Giannis contests and I like hold my arm over his head and like walk into him like 4 steps.
You like playing with fire.
Oh, yeah.
You like with people.
I'm a little crazy.
Yeah.
So
you like with people.
Next thing you know, hit the 3, like all that stuff, because they were leaving me open. We win that series. We go and play the Heat. And you know how that series went. Game 7.
Dogfight.
Jimmy basically almost won the game on
a
pull-up
shit was crazy.
3.
With the pull-up Tracy.
Bro, I was the one that got fouled on the turnover. And then next thing you know, he comes down, pulls up. I'm like, I lost this game. It's over with. He misses. We get the rebound. We end up going to the finals.
Big time.
Dream moment.
Big time.
We get to the finals. We're up 2-1. We're like, oh, it's our time. Like, we're about to go get it.
Yeah.
Game 4, we're leading the entire way. We're like, oh, we get 3-1. We might go back to Golden State and win this.
You know Steph wasn't having that shit.
Man. Charlotte, North Carolina boys,
Steph
man.
wasn't having that shit.
That man was different.
Oh, my God.
Different,
He went nuclear.
It's like one of those things where I look back at it and I'm like, he's tough.
Bro, you were on the floor with greatness.
Like,
that was his legacy game.
You know what's crazy? Because like, you know how like I grew up in Charlotte, man. Like, so I grew up watching, and I went to college and I watched the Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers, like series.
You were a part of that.
And I'm a part of the losing side of history, but I remember watching it, bro, and I was like, yo, he was absurd to watch. And I played against him. I was like, he's different, bro.
He's different, bro. Stephen Curry is
I learned to appreciate him then. I learned to like really.
He's about to have a heart attack. Yes.
What?
Stephen Curry fan over here.
Oh,
he's like,
Lord.
yes. He's different, bro.
This is what I learned. I said, KD is the hardest person to guard in the league by far, in my eyes. But Steph Curry is the most impactful player on a team in the league.
Because the gravity.
Bro,
the gravity.
You have to guard him as well on the ball as you do off. Like, once he gets off the ball, you're probably more scared of him off the ball than you are on.
Andrew Wiggins was huge in that series.
Yeah, he was locking up, playing hard. Like, that's Andrew Wiggins you never really see.
You don't never really see that.
And then Jordan Poole came
out
out of
Boston in the finals, though. It had to be stupid.
It was jumping. But, like, it's crazy. Like, I think that this Milwaukee series was even louder than the finals, which is wild to me.
Really?
Because, like, I think that they were so, like, shook a little bit about like the fact that we're back in the finals after 20 years or not 20, but 15 years. And it was like one of those where it's like, all right, we know what to expect, but like the energy's different. Like we lost more, I think in the past, however many playoff games, we've lost more home games than we have away.
Yeah.
We're much better a road team.
Definitely better on the road. Say not we no more. You're not with them no more.
Well, there you go. They were a much better road team. So
y'all were at the time. At the time.
And for some reason, we ended up losing that game in Game 4, and we heard them celebrating. I come in the locker room, we're like, yo, y'all heard them celebrating?
First of all, the locker room makeup is crazy.
Yes.
Like,
because they're right beside us.
Right there. Like, this year, I'm literally looking at your ass through the damn through the curtain, like, it's right here.
Yes, we're right beside each other. So we're hearing them scream, like Draymond screaming, hype and stuff like that. Like they fucked up, and we're like, man, them like they hype as hell, knowing they barely won this game. We good.
Yes. Yeah.
The way Draymond tells it is that they knew they were going to win the championship. The way I look at it is they had a breath of life.
Yes.
And like we tricked it off.
Oh no, you did. Listen, it's human nature.
Yeah.
You get it's like
when you win, you're able to say like, oh, we knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But,
at that point, y'all know, fuck. Now they got some energy, and now they're going back to the
crib and Golden State.
That's where it's different.
And then they whooped our ass that Game 5. So we come into Game 6, and we're like, all right, cool. Like we got to protect our home court. Like whoop. They had different plans.
They had different plans.
They ended up winning that our home court.
When we go back home, we're going back home with
They said it. Bro, it happened twice, bro. It actually pisses me off to this day, bro. Because both the games that we've had closeout games last year and the year before that, teams literally said, like, we're winning here in Boston. Like, they had Encore packed out, or they had the flight set for Denver. Like, I was like, bro, like, that's disrespectful. So, like, next you know, because Warriors said that, I'm like, that we ain't going. Like, I'm hyped. Like, I'm like, we ain't going.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they come out and whip our ass.
Yeah.
So then the next year, I'm like, oh, we're gonna use this as like a motivation thing. Yeah. Miami said we got a playing book for Denver. Yeah. Say f out of here. Like I'm over here like, oh, we're gonna be good. Man, we came out and got our ass kicked again. So it was one of those things that I still look back and I'm like, that's the most frustrating thing possible. But it was some good years, man. Good years in Boston, you know.
We gotta address some stuff though, Grant. We gotta see what happens.
I understand. I know what you're talking about.
You said you was gonna make both. Play the clip. Shout out to Spider. He asked you a valid question. What you gonna do, Grant? He said, I'm gonna make both. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that you up. You repeated it.
I repeated it.
I said it twice. I'm gonna make both.
You know what's funny?
Then he walked to the rim and thought the rim moved. Like it was an earthquake. Started touching shit. I said, Grant, me and Khalid sitting on the couch like, oh my God.
That's one of the moments I will never like have. Oh. I'll never, it's like one of those all-time like Gilbert Arenas moments.
For sure. For sure. You know? I said, oh, look at him walking to the goal like it moved.
I shot the first free throw, and I think I hit back rim or something like that.
Oh, the first one was short.
Or short. I hit short.
I think the first one was short.
And I was like, all right, cool. Like missing it short.
You just had to recalibrate.
I recalibrated, so I stepped back.
The second one was normal.
Bro, it went in and out.
Yeah, the second one was normal.
And when it went in and out, I was like,
yeah,
I'm a clown. Way. I'm looking like a dummy.
Yeah.
I look like a dummy. You know, it was the longest between free throws, I think, NBA or one in history.
Was it?
Bro, they took like 2 minutes to give me the ball.
In your head?
No, legit. Look it up. Look it up. Because I remember Donovan they kept crossing back and forth. I know if Karras was on the court, they kept crossing back and forth free throw. Yeah. Donovan came up and started talking to me, backed up. Darius came up and started talking to me, don't miss, all this other stuff.
Like,
I'm over here like, I'm good. Like, I'm over here like, I'm good. I'm like, I'm good. Like, it's just a free throw. Like, I shot 90% that, like, was shooting 90%.
No.
From then on, bro, I think I missed like 6 straight free throws.
When you missed the first, I was like, ain't no way he's not going to miss both.
Think about it, bro.
He's going to make both.
I was shooting I shot 90% the year before. I shot like 80 something at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's a free throw. I'm not tripping. So I clanked both. And from then on, I think I missed like freaking 6 free throws the rest of the season. Like in terms of I was missing free throws dead at like a mental block.
Yeah. No.
And then
that's traumatizing.
Now it was traumatizing.
Yeah,
and I made both in the future. Yeah. And then ended up
y'all ended up losing that game.
We lost that game. And I remember Tony Brothers being like, "Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me." I was like, oh Lord.
That shit was crazy. But I was like, great.
I'm able to laugh at it, brother.
For sure. As you should, bro. Listen. Look at you now.
I know.
Look at you now. I know everybody want to know. The hell did you say to Jimmy? You pissed him the f off.
Hey, listen. That's a funny thing that happened. Like, we're playing that game. I think we're about 8. I'm playing well. And Jimmy says, like, hell no, he ain't here.
Yeah.
So I made it 3. I said, hell no, motherfucker, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I said that to him. Barking, you know, because I'm not gonna let. He said, I'm gonna always respond. Like I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be that guy. I never talk trash myself, and you know this. Yes. I'm not a trash talker. I'm too nerdy.
Yes.
So like, next thing you know, I said, hell, motherfucker, I'm here.
Nigga might say an algorithm or something. That might be his comeback.
So next thing you know, that happens. The next play, Jimmy, Hezzy, boom, boom, stop, pivot, and one.
Yes.
And he said, I'm here too, motherfucker. And so I'm like, we're going back and forth. Because like, me, I'm not backing down. Like, that's kind of what we were missing in that series. They were punking us the entire time.
For sure.
So we go back and forth, whoop whoop. And it's crazy that I always look back at him like, yo, you know I scored our last 10 points?
Yeah, you was going crazy.
And he had 8.
Yeah.
So like, but the difference is Strus made a 3, Vincent made a 3. So they ended up winning the game. If that doesn't happen, we win the game. No one brings that up. No one says poke the bear or stuff like that.
For sure.
So next thing you know, the difference between me and DB is that like after the game, media, I was like, listen, bust my ass. Like I'm gonna be able to come back next game. Like I'm not running from nobody. I'm not scared. I'm not gonna get punked. Woo-doo-woo. Next game, you saw like I defended really well. You didn't play well. I blocked the shot, palmed it.
Yeah.
And so like Jimmy knows like this is all love because we're just competitors, like naturally. So like afterwards, he even said he respect him, like stuff like that, because he's a competitor. I just normally do this to get myself going. And I respect it too, because everybody has their own thing. But ended up losing that series, and it sucks because go to the finals, who knows what happens. But
boy,
world works in mysterious ways.
Like, listen, you got to win the game after that.
Got to.
You got to win the game. Oh no, I know. if that happens, you know what the headline's gonna be if you lose that game.
Absolutely. He gets the and one. The next play, I get the little left hand little layup. And next thing you know, hit a three. But
y'all should have around just played once.
We should have. check ball at top. Let's just say my role on the Boston Celtics was not that whatsoever.
For sure.
But
and then you have goddamn, I mean, Grant, you went through a whole lot of shit in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got a 280, 290,
320, bro.
Whatever the hell he is, stepped on your head.
Yeah.
You didn't even know what happened.
Look, bro, when it happened, think about it. During the game, I dived for the ball, and all of a sudden, I just feel my face going to the ground.
Yeah.
And I literally felt like my teeth had went through my lip. So I get up, I'm like trying to check and see if my nose is broken. I'm like, it's not, because I was feeling pretty fine, it wasn't painful. And then I like see myself, blood start leaking. I'm like, oh shit, hopefully like I'm good.
Yeah.
So I just get up and go to the bench. I'm like, hey man, just give me some gauze, I'm good. Like, get me back in. Like, no, you're not. They knew how much blood it was. I was like, they said, no, we gotta go back. I said, no, I'm sitting right here. Like, check it out. Boom, boom, boom. So we sat down, did his stuff, because JB's face is the funniest thing. Show the clip of JB's face when it happened. Mom looked at me like it was hilarious.
Hey, show my clip on the broadcast. I was like, oh shit.
And I go back into the game, and do you not hear the mic'd up conversation we had? I said, hey man, you were just going for the ball. Because I thought he dove on the ball and just like landed on me.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I didn't realize he stepped that big ass foot on my head. And like luckily, he didn't like land his weight on it. Because like he stepped, and once he felt out, he stood on my head, he kind of like leaned to the left.
We don't know if we're doing this interview today.
Yeah, that's true. I might have been dead. I might have been out of here, bro.
320?
Bro, I might have been out of here, bro. Because like, the next thing you know, we ended up winning that game. But mind you, that entire series, you know how many times I got landed on like that by him? The next game, I dive for a ball, and he does the same thing. You can find it. It was on the baseline in the Boston. I think he just falls, man. I think they're going that flopping rule. Who knows what happens? That competition committee thing, but
you a part of that. I don't even know why you.
I'm not part of it. I was about to say competition committee is not me. I'm not on that board.
Oh, okay.
But listen, we'll see. But he was falling a lot that series. Man. There was one clip where I like defended him on the wing, 3-point line, and I bump him a little bit. He just falls. And I was like, I literally look. I'm like,
come on,
bro.
What are you doing, bro?
But he's skilled as hell, man.
God.
He's different.
Dude can
that man
play.
Footwork, back to the basket, face up,
got all that.
Pull up, man. Step back threes like James, crazy.
So, Grant, you're a little biased now. Deeper bag, Luka.
Here we go.
Or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Deeper bag.
Deeper bag.
In terms of just like scoring.
Who can go get a bucket?
Oh. Luka's how many game winners he's had is absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Shai has a more of he gets to the mid-range, he just gets his shot off.
Yeah.
Luka is like the most best counter puncher in the league. Yeah, I would say that.
Counter to everything.
Like everything that you do, you open your foot up a little bit, he'll tap.
All right.
Versus if you don't open
Kai
up.
has the best counter puncher in the whole league.
Kai's not countering, he's making you back up.
He got a counter to everything.
He does have a counter, but think about it. Most times he's the one that messes you up. And then if you luckily have a way of stopping him, he does something else. But like Luka.
What is that called? If you do something and then you counter.
No, counter is more so like you're reacting. That's a counter.
Oh, you stop me, counter. Oh, another one, counter.
No, I'm saying counter. Think about boxing. When you get like Floyd Mayweather, he's getting hit and countering. Versus when you do an aggressive fighter that just adapts and next, he's fighting, and dude swings and he just catches a dude. That's not really counter punching. I'm saying like he's defensive.
Well, you got Shai or Luka?
I got Luka just because like I think that Luka has more like game winners and like proven stuff.
Yeah.
Because that step back to his left, I don't know if I've ever seen it get blocked or stopped, and it's the same spot over and over and over again.
Over and over again. You don't realize the shit is just comical at this point.
Yes, it's comical. It's like one of those things like, and the thing is about Luka, and I know he's lost a lot of weight. So back when he was a rookie, he was dunking on people.
Yeah.
Nowadays, he's shooting left like just regular slow step layups.
Slow step lays.
And you're like, come on, bro. Like, that's tough.
No.
Versus Shai, like, he's working for the buckets, but it doesn't like, maybe for him, he's not. But like, you feel like you're making him work a little bit.
I feel that.
Versus Luka, I feel like he's just like, mate, chilling.
I was going to ask you the mixtape question, but you didn't watch mixtapes, did you?
I did watch mixtapes, bro. How old do you think I am?
I didn't know what you was doing. You was probably trying to make the new computer or some shit, or make a video game.
I was watching, bro. My favorite mixtape of all time was JT Terrell Hoop mixtape. JT Terrell.
That's a good one.
Hey, listen.
That's a good one.
I remember watching that.
JT Terrell mixtape was crazy.
Wow, bro. And I was a part of it, bro. I remember TTT, boom, hey. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, bro, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
I thought he was the next coming of Michael Jordan when he was playing in high school.
He was insane, bro.
Bro, he was different. He had the athleticism. He was pulling up from half court. Mm-hmm. Like, he had no, like, filter.
No. He did not care about nothing. He was at everybody.
He was at everybody. Deuce Bello was like, I remember seeing like that crew in North Carolina at the time. Mm-hmm. It was wild, bro.
He was at everybody. Last thing, you're vice president, bro. What went into that? What made you want to do that, the NBA PA?
Yeah, man. When I first got to the league, I knew that I wanted to be a part of something special. I wanted to make not only the players protected, but also wanted to make the league grow to be the best league in the world, which I think it is, but also like be more than that. Players know that they're more than just basketball players, they're businessmen. Mm. And so I ran for vice president when I was a rookie.
Yeah.
I ended up losing to Kyrie by 2 votes. And they knew who I was and how I expressed my interest. And they were like, all right, just keep running. Don't like give up. So the next year, CJ McCollum, Chris Paul steps down, and CJ gets promoted. So his vice president spots opens up. And so 4 dudes nominated me, like Grant Williams. I got voted on as VP. And it was probably because of the bubble. Because in the bubble, when the social justice initiative happened after the incident and we shut down, I was the player that like presented like a social justice initiative, had a presentation for the owners. I was like, hey, this is what we're doing for the Celtics with our plans for 10 years, 5-year, 10 years. And I remember presenting that to the owners, presenting like what we could do today. And the next year got voted as VP. And then this past year got voted as first VP. So just trying to keep, protecting the players and making sure they understand the rights that they have, the power that they have, and understanding that we're more powerful together than we are as individuals. And
for sure,
we make a lot of things happen. We control this world in a way. And like when you really think about it, like our image, how we approach every single day, how we represent the league, how we represent ourselves and our families. Like on social media, people listen to us. We can encourage people to vote. We can encourage people to honestly get into the gym and change what we're looked at both domestically and internationally. Like power of the players nowadays is absurd.
It's crazy.
And we have to understand that for the next 450 players after us. We have to make sure that they understand that and that they're in the best position moving forward that they could possibly be in. I don't want to be a part of a group that makes things worse.
For sure.
I want to keep things rolling and keep things growing in a positive direction and keep this league really growing from a business perspective and keep the players understanding that.
I think that's big time, honestly, because I think a great example is I think every time we come here to a summer league, it gets bigger, bigger and bigger every single year, bro. Like, dudes couldn't find tickets yesterday.
Yeah.
That's nuts. You can't find tickets to a damn summer league game? The game is taken to another level. It's the players. So,
all of us.
Grant, man, look, congratulations on the new deal with the Dallas Mavericks. You earned it. Appreciate you coming on. And it's been a great pod, man. Great pod. Shit. Rick Barnes is crazy.
Crazy. I thought Roy was crazy.
Yeah, Rick is crazy, but it's been a blast, bro. This has been one hell of a podcast. Appreciate you coming on, taking your time out of your busy schedule. Y'all already know what to do. Subscribe on YouTube, get on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that. Tell your mamas, your aunties, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, all of them. And listen, like I said, we getting bigger and better. Y'all know that. We got the VP on with us. All right. Peace. Grant.
Oh, dog. Appreciate you, Jay.